Hi, I'm Marc from Brazos Valley Cheese in Waco, Texas. Today we're making a few different batches of cheese. We're making horseradish pecan cheddar. We're making a few brie styles. Our Eden, we're making regular brie. We're making Brazos Select. The Eden is wrapped in fig leaves and has a line of vegetable ash. I'll show you a wheel a little bit later. The Brazos Select is painted with sorghum syrup, wrapped with a band of mesquite and topped with a grape leaf. Right behind me here is a vat with horseradish pecan cheddar. It was milk a few hours ago. We added culture. The rennet coagulates the milk, and we're about to cut the curd. Go ahead. So we have about 315 gallons of milk here. We're going to slowly cut the curd. We're wanting to separate the curd from the byproduct, which is whey. It's kind of like a water, and we're going to do that very slowly because it's very fragile. And if you go fast or if you go very agitate, vigorously, the curds can what's called shatter, and we'll lose all the yield, the fat content in the curd. So we're going to do it uniformly, we're going to do it slowly, and hopefully we'll be able to separate the whey while keeping the fat in the curd, and that will give us our cheddar cheese. So we're going to want to cut the curds down to a size, about the size of a chickpea, and we'll let the curds then heal, and then we'll start stirring that and heating that to a higher temperature that is designated to get the flavor of cheddar out of cheddar cheese. Maybe you can speed it up just a bit.
How many gallons is that?
This morning we started with 390, but we drained off 75 gallons into this tub here. Can you see this? This tub is really just a tub. It doesn't have the ability to heat, so we heat the milk and then we put it into here. And this is just 75 gallons right now. Right now we're waiting for the pH on this to drop down to an acidity that the recipe calls for making the brie. Robin will go ahead and check it now. We've added the cultures here already, and after it gets to the right pH, we'll add the rennet, and just like the horseradish pecan cheddar, we'll cut the curd, drain the whey, and put the curds into molds and have brie wheels. Rennet is a coagulant. Traditionally, it comes from the fourth stomach of an unweaned calf. Eugh. But we use vegetable rennet. The vegetable rennet actually will be diluted in water. Robin will put just the right amount of rennet that goes with the batch of cheese we're making. And essentially, after putting this liquid diluted in water, then we'll put that whole concoction there into the milk, and it'll coagulate, and then we'll end up with a solid mass, just like we did with the horseradish pecan cheddar. And then we'll need to cut that curd, drain off the whey, and we'll have the curds to put in the molds and the nice wheels of brie. Something I'll say about brie is one of the molds we put in there, one of the cultures, is called Penicillium candidum. And the Penicillium candidum is what grows the white mold on the brie. So we're going to just gently stir the milk, and we're going to evenly pour this rennet in. So we're just going to stir this for a few minutes. I'll let Robin do that. And then that'll sit, and essentially we'll do the same thing with this vat here. So we have 3 batches of cheese. This is, like I said, horseradish pecan cheddar. This is going to be the Eden. This one's going to be ready before this one, thankfully, because a lot of work goes into putting the curds in the molds. It's a big mess, weighs everywhere. You don't want to see that. After the wheels are in the molds, then we'll put a layer of ash on the top of the wheels. We'll take one wheel and flip it on top of the other, and that's how we get that line of ash through the middle of our award-winning Eden.
Speaking of award-winning, tell us about your victories this
year. So the last couple years we've received some recognition on a couple different cheeses. Our brie styles, the Eden won first place the last 2 years. Our regular brie won second place. And we have a cheddar that won third place, both the last 2 years in Montreal and Raleigh at the American Cheese Society conferences. So what we're doing now, this is Brazos Select. This is something we kind of came up with on our own. We took some ideas from some other things we had seen and really liked and concocted it to make something unique to us. What Robin is doing is she's pouring a syrup on the wheels of brie. This is called sorghum syrup. We grow this here on our farm. It's a cane that's in the sugar cane family, and we take the cane, we press it in our one horse-drawn sorghum press, and through a cooking process, the impurities are cooked out, and we have the molasses that actually is sorghum, and it's kind of a unique sweet flavor, and we paint each wheel once a day for a week or two. And then after that, the white mold of the brie is allowed to grow, and we'll put a Mustang grape leaf on top. Around the outside is a band of mesquite wood that we mill ourselves. So the finished product, Brazos Select, is a woodsy, earthy, very mushroomy flavor brie style cheese. This is the way the cheese looks when it's finished. See, so the white mold grows all around the cheese. The band of wood actually sticks and becomes one with the cheese. And this is a very, very good cheese. It's very, very popular. Lots of people like it. The cheese that I mentioned in there when we were looking at the different vats is the Eden. The Eden is wrapped in fig leaves, and the line of vegetable ash is a perfect straight black line through the middle of the yellow creamy center. Look at that, fig leaves. We wrap it with this twine here, and this one took first place in Montreal and in North Carolina. So this is the best brie in America.